And the first video is getting rendered right fucking now. I give credit all of my hard work to this bad boy right here. Denny's do fucking God's work, boys and girls. Anyone who wants to like edit the video and has to figure out the whole thing, a million fucking tabs open, fit, and has to download photos and I recommend Zin's gang. Okay. Hold on. It's working, this is working. So, double take, let's do a take two. I feel like this is a bit low, so let me try to raise you guys. There you go, eye level. Let me restart my recording. Hey guys. New week, new me, am I right? So, week 1 is over. We are now in week 2. Let me hit you all with some updates. So, this week I visited the Porsche factory and I got to see my dream a bit, right? Get a bit in touch with what my goals really are and what I'm trying to do here in Germany. So let me start you guys off with why I like Porsche and why I moved to Germany in the first place. So, Porsche is the only dream or individualistic dream that was ever sold to me. Since I was a child, I didn't give a fuck about individualism. I didn't really care about any stories. I followed football teams, but I only followed the team itself and not the people. I only cared for Joe Hart out of Man City because I was a goalkeeper and I thought it would be cool to like him. That's it. Cars. I never cared about cars. I didn't care what I was driving. I didn't care what the car looked like. I only cared about the technology inside of it. So let's say me and my friend are walking down the street after going to university. We want to go grab a drink. And on our way to the bar, a really nice car drives by. And he asked me, David, what is that car? Could you tell me? It's an Audi, I know that for sure, but what is it? And I couldn't fucking tell you. So I hit him with I think it's an A5. He's like, I don't think so. I think it's an A4. I'm like, well, shit, we got to bet on it. I'm egoistic. I gotta put a bet on it, even though I have no idea whether I'm right or not. We do the bet. I'm fucking wrong. He was right. He knows more about cars than me, even though I'm the engineer mechanic. Even though my father's a mechanic with a pretty successful company in Lebanon, and we repair Volkswagen Group vehicles like Audis and Porsche the most. So I've seen this car before. I just don't know its name because I don't give a fuck. I care about the tech, don't care about the car. What I'm leading to is Porsche fucking got me. What do I mean by that? The individual behind the company, Ferdinand Porsche, fucking cooked. His quote goes fucking hard. I couldn't see the car of my dreams, so I built it. Bein Gottes Will, Digga, was? Right? And then the architecture behind it, the showcase, they sell a dream. That is the business plan of Porsche, is to sell the dream that Porsche Ferdinand saw. And it works so well on me because Ferdinand Porsche was an engineer, an electrotechnician, and a lover of science. Also a goated designer, right? He is accredited for the creation of the Volkswagen Beetle. He founded Porsche. He made the first hybrid car known to man. The guy is a goat. The guy goes hard. He knows what the fuck he's doing. And I want to follow in his steps. I think that's fucking goated. And after visiting the factory, I am sold even more. The technology in that place is insane. Let me give you some details. It's split into 4 sections. The body shops, where the metal sheet is bent, cut, welded, prepped. That place is split into 2, I think. This is the Leipzig factory. They make the Macan hybrid, fuel burning, and the Taken. I think that's what they make. I think those are the 3 cars. There should be something else, but I'm not sure. Anyways, this building is fucking massive. The whole factory in its own makes around 570 plus Porsches a day. It houses around 4,000 to 8,000 employees, somewhere in between. And everything is done there. Well, except for building the engine and the gearbox. Those are done in Stuttgart. But the process, I saw the whole process from the beginning, and it's beautiful. Imagine being in an Amazon warehouse. You can't see any of the ends of the building. All you can see are robots everywhere. Moving parts, welding, gluing, bending. All this stuff happening automatically. There's only around 150 employees working in the body shop. And like 700 robots. The whole thing's automated. It's beautiful. It's a hell of a sight to see. You've got cars being carried above you, below you, left, right. It's everywhere. And all of these cars, after being put together, are sent to the paint shop. The paint process runs on a rail that's around 6 kilometers long, where they are first dipped in something called an e-coating that removes rust. No, it doesn't remove rust. It proofs from rust. It protects from rust. After the e-coat, they get a primer coat, which is either white, light gray, or black. And then after the coating, or I think dark gray instead of black, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. After that, they get one of 2 coats. I don't remember. There was a primer, something else, then the main coat, color coat, and then the transparent coat. Why? I don't know the perfect details because the entire tour was in German, so I got as much as I could. But anyways, all these layers taken together are around as thick as the cross section of your hair. So 3 nanometers, I don't know. I'm probably lying. It's not nanometers, but whatever. It's just impressive. The paint shop itself got me horny. Let's be honest. After that, the body is taken apart, sent to different sections where people hand place the tapestries, the electronics, and the piping into every part, and the whole thing is put together in a process known as the wedding, where the upper part of the body and the entire drivetrain is just sandwiched together. It's a beautiful sight because it's just so fast, and boom, you have a full-ass functioning car. It gets carried away. All the liquids are put into it, carpets, so tapestries again, and off it goes to either a charging dock or the racetrack to be tested. That sounds like the dream job, to be honest. So, that's the factory. And my emotions during this entire tour were just like a roller coaster because I got super excited about the technology. It's beautiful. It's one hell of a sight to see. I got sad that I missed out on the development of Industry 4.0. I got happy that I had a lot to learn. Depressed that I don't know that much. And then I thought about how I wouldn't want any of the jobs I saw with my own eyes. I thought I was seeing an engineer. I didn't see a single one. I saw mechanics who tested, people who maintained the robots, saw people who worked on a production line putting the car together, and I did see some lab workers at the paint shop. And I didn't want any of those jobs. I thought, fuck, it's over, I'm cooked. But at the same time, I was so desperate to work at Porsche, I thought maybe I would work on the production line. And I was ready to apply. I even asked, where do I go? Randstad and some other company. Apparently, those employees are imported. They don't work in-house. But I was still ready for it. But then I took a breath. The tour ended. I went and I spoke to the tour guide, and he told me that he doesn't recommend taking that job. He said that it's repetitive and it'll make you hate Porsche. And I agreed. I knew it. I knew that if I were to work a repetitive job, I'd get depressed. And my whole dream about working at Porsche would be burnt to a crisp. Be gone. So I had some thinking to do. He recommended me to go to university again, work as a working student. That's apparently how people in Germany get the insights into work. And I agree because I definitely found it a lot easier to find a job in Poland while studying because I had a bunch of contacts, a bunch of time to speak to eight people who work in HR. And that's usually the better way to go inside, to get an insight when you know a person who works in HR. And that was that. I left the place with new insights. I did also get some nice pictures in. I got to meet someone new, made a new friend, and it was all in all, the experience was very, very, very worth it. I also 100% recommend going there yourself. I couldn't get any footage of the inside because they take your phone away when you start the tour. But if anyone's in the area, even if you don't know German, just seeing the site itself is it's insane. I highly recommend it. So now I'm fully reset. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me read right here. This is seeing myself from expectations. I went there expecting I would see the dream job. I would know exactly what I'm going for and I would go in that direction. Building expectations in your career is not what you want to do. Because once you fulfill those expectations or don't, either way, it's a lose-lose. You will get depressed. So you gotta distance yourself from the expectations. I gotta face reality. And reality is I don't have much experience under my belt. And if I do really want to work in the dream of Porsche, I want to do it as a person who is valuable and experienced enough to have an influence on the product, not just the builder or the deliverer, right? How do I reach this? What goals do I set? Which direction do I go? So what I notice a lot of people do is their goal is either A, start working as soon as possible, B, chase the money, or C, chase the status. And all of these goals are, in my opinion, extremely valuable. They're all good motivators to push you in the right direction. Making money is never bad. Finding any job is never bad. As long as you're putting your foot into the door, you're doing something good. And status. Well, we all know status is important, especially for men. I'm not trying to be sexist here, but fact is fact. We need it. We need status. But the issue with every one of them is once you reach the goal of money, you don't know what to do next. The job you chose just to start working might not have been the job you wanted, and it might make your future a bit more unattractive. You might not want to continue working in this field. You might have to restart. Of course, experience is always good, so it's never a bad thing. But I think the most important thing is to respect yourself and your dreams and your perspective. Are you rushing for money because your perspective is that you are not worth it unless you make the money? Are you rushing for status for that same reason? Is your ego dying out? Why are you setting your goals? That's the biggest question. So I just said something interesting. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. The fact is, my goal was to work at Porsche. And to do so, I was willing to sacrifice my self-respect, my self-worth, and the true goal. The true goal is I want to be an engineer valuable enough and experienced enough to have an influence in the product. I want to be an engineer that has a place in any company, not just Porsche. And to do that, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of experience, a lot of work, and definitely not working on the production line. So this is the part where you have to really understand what you're trying to do. Really try to shift your perspective and understand yourself and what it is you want to achieve. Do you want to make a large sum of money? Or do you want the freedom that comes with a large sum of money? Do you want to be high status? Or do you want to be loved? There's a lot of comparisons to draw here. I'm not going to draw all of them. But fact is, I think you get it. I'm fucking spouting bullshit. Can I stop? No bullshit. No fucking bullshit. Set your goals. Understand what it is you want to do. Don't shit on yourself. If you feel guilt, that's a good feeling. Hold on to it. Don't hold on to it. Look at it, analyze it, understand it, and then put it aside. Guilt is toxic if it's in your body for too long. But if it's there for just a bit, just like nicotine, it can be a good thing. Now, let's talk about the plans moving forward. Because I'm getting tired of fucking running circles on myself like an idiot. The plans moving forward are find a job in engineering, still, that stays on the list. Probably apply for university so I can do a job and uni at the same time, because even though my diploma is Polish and does count in Europe, I would like a German diploma. I always wanted a master's degree. The issue is where I want to study is Aachen and München, which are extremely fucking expensive. So again, is the goal money? Is the goal starting this university? Or is the goal just to get a good education? Very hard. Or is the goal to get a job with said education? Shit's not fucking easy. Other point of topic, balance. You can't just run your whole life fucking thinking about your career. I know a lot of people who focus primarily on career and they always dig themselves into the same hole and can't seem to understand what's wrong because they have seen so little other than a career that they don't know what life has to offer. Relationships, career, health. Those are your three main points. Family, friends, and loved ones. Good job, following a dream, maybe a business, creative outlet, and then health, mental health, time to recover, physical health, going to the gym, and a good diet. These are all extremely important, and if you're just going to focus on one of those points, you're going to end up depressed and you won't know what the fuck you're going to do to move forward from this position. That's that. I'm going to sprinkle some funny clips into this video. I have ended up being more social in Germany. I've made new friends. I've visited new places. I feel more ready to put myself out there. And once again, I'll keep you all updated. See you all next week. Bye. Why the fuck is the gym music Squid Game?